right.
What's up, Internet? Welcome to Eatin Dips, brand new show from the Hard Factor Boys and Danny. We're going to be talking about how to make cash. We're getting into altcoins. We're getting into cryptocurrency. We're getting into Bitcoin. We're getting into Ethereum. We're getting into everything. And we don't know what the fuck we're doing. But Danny does a little bit. So why don't you join us? Welcome to Eatin Dips. Follow us on social media if you haven't already, at Eatin Dips, on Twitter, at Eatin Dips.
Is that with the G or without a G? Eatin
That's
Dips.
no G.
All right.
We don't have time for the G.
Don't have time for the G.
Too busy eating dips.
At Eatin Dips on TikTok, at Eatin Dips on YouTube. We got them all. It is a perfect name. Not my first choice, but always available. So what's up? Now we're Eatin Dips. What's Eatin Dips about? Well, I kind of said at the top of the show, we have a podcast called Hard Factor. It's a daily news show. We bring you the news every day. And we had Danny on our show to talk about cryptocurrency. And we were like, holy shit. Sup? And Danny was like, I know. And we were like, okay, well, let's make some cash. And then we've been making cash. So make cash with us. First episode. Welcome. My name is Pat. We got
Mark. Will.
Danny.
Hey, I'm Wes. How are you doing?
You didn't tell us you were gonna. You didn't tell us you were gonna do this, Pat. That was fucked up.
Yeah, you had to answer your name. Yeah, it was.
My name is Wes.
That's the kind of tight production that you're going to expect on this show. Eatin Dips comes out once a week. So just stay tuned, subscribe. What's up? Okay, let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about the top crypto news in the world. Apple, guys, is looking into finding a, quote, crypto-savvy biz dev to lead its alternative payments partnership program. Maybe this is a way to buy Apple products and in the App Store with a crypto. I don't know. It seems like at Apple, they would already have a crypto-savvy biz dev. But Danny, what does this mean?
It means it looks like that Apple's going to start taking some payments in cryptocurrency. I was hoping that they'd have a token that we could go and start trading on, but it doesn't look like that. They're only requiring that you need to have 10 years of experience in crypto.
Has crypto even been around 10 years? Wait,
that's
a riddle.
I think it's to the point. I think it was up on their Craigslist post where it came from. It didn't seem like they were really they're really looking for a top-notch guy.
One of the first three crypto guys.
Right.
Yeah, what's the name of the guy who made the original Bitcoin?
Satoshi.
Yeah.
Looking for Satoshi.
Qualified. Yeah.
That guy's a phony. Well, could you imagine if Apple did launch a token? It'd be stupid, right? Because like everyone would get into it.
You'd fucking want this.
This is great news for crypto, though, right? A company like Apple, like legitimizing crypto, that's good news for crypto.
Well,
right?
if I can pay in Poot coins, it's great news.
Right. That's the thing is once you start to adapt it into the mainstream as a form of payment with a mainstream company like Apple, the sky's the limit on, you're going to start to go to Walmart and start paying with your rebound tokens. I mean, it'll be great.
Will your wallet be able, like your wallet from your phone, be able to just like bounce it on the thing? And
that'd be awesome. I mean, with Apple Pay, that would be if it's already set up in Apple Pay, it might be a possibility. So you never know.
Well, that's sick for the future because right now the market sucks.
Yes.
What if it bounced back a little bit? Right?
Bitcoin, I believe, went down. I think we're back down under 40.
We're at 39 right now.
39.
It's a real ass festival, and it's affecting everything. Okay,
buy the dip.
That's what Eatin Dips about. So the other thing on this show is there's going to be a lot of new terminology coming at you, but we just learned it last week. So just ride with us, and you'll sound super cool in a Telegram. The coin that you're trying to get into. So buying the dip, it goes down. You buy it, it goes up, and then you get a Lambo. Everyone knows that. Okay, next story. The Colorado governor wants the state to start accepting taxes in cryptocurrency. That's kind of cool, right? Thoughts?
It's amazing.
It is. I mean, it's good because it does legitimize, but it is dangerous if you have some big projects and you want to be using those taxes to pay for those projects. All of a sudden, the market goes down a lot. Then there go your projects.
Wes, think on the flip side though, you could be paying with whatever crypto you have. That's like depending on how they set up the system. Whatever's like soaring or whatever's not soaring on the day, you just paid half taxes because know that one of your coins might be overvalued at the moment. Pay your taxes with that one. enjoy the dip.
But the great thing about this is that lobbyist groups can just give them as much coin as they want to get their way.
Right.
There's no regulation anymore.
What are you talking about this being dangerous? Do you work for the state of Colorado or something? This
I'm
is
just
great
playing
stuff.
devil's advocate, man.
Okay. You poor ass devil's advocate.
Do you think, Wes, that if you could pay your taxes in crypto, that then the state's going to be asking for the keys to all your wallets and shit and knowing exactly what's in them and trying to?
I don't want any
poke around?
connection. I don't want any connection from my crypto to the state.
Okay. Well, on that note,
Words to live by.
some news came out as of late, right? That with the market crashing, there may be a situation where there's like a tax shelter if you were holding coin because you took a loss. Danny, do you know anything about that?
Yeah, I was reading into that. Essentially, you can write off your crypto losses in your taxes this year, which, you know, for me, I generally try to avoid putting down what I made in crypto. I don't give it my wallet. Don't give out your C phrase.
That's right.
That'd probably be the worst thing to do. So I'm probably not going to be claiming any losses on my crypto this year because then you're going to have to claim how much you actually made.
Because you broke even like everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because it's the same. Well, what if you just claimed because they don't have any access? What if you just claimed like negative $1 million?
Right. Well, I mean, you could, but you're going to have that guy that's going to be like, no, I got to do it right. I have to do it right.
Okay, I got to stop you there, Danny. As I said at the top of the show, the four of us, Mark, Wes, Will, myself, host a show called Hard Factor. We're coming up on episode 700 of that show. We learned a long time ago that when talking about taxes or the IRS, you talk about exactly what you did correctly, which is shared all the information properly with the government.
That's right.
Danny is a crypto guy. He's new to broadcasting. And
Danny just said, I never talk about my profits to the IRS. You
there you
always
go.
tell them everything.
let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Well, I mean, we do obviously,
Yeah.
but what if we told them the truth, which is I lost $5 billion in crypto this last year?
Then you tell them that.
That's the truth.
That's
Okay,
truth.
I mean
And
that
nothing
sounds like a
but-
tax shelter for sure. Because I think
would
we just
not
got
be
to
the
the bottom of it, guys.
Yeah.
If I didn't write that down on a piece of paper and mail it to myself. So sorry, IRS. Poor man's copyright. Okay, next. Amid rising stable coin inflow, cautious traders fear a dead cat bounce. What's a dead cat bounce, Wes?
Yeah, so it's a great term, isn't it? And Mark, you're going to love this one as a guy that has 5 cats. What it is, basically, the market is in what a lot of people think is moving towards a bear market. And with the original collapse that happened, a week ago, however long it was, the terminology is when you throw a cat off a building, it hits the ground, it's dead. But for a second, it's going to bounce back up. So we're trying to determine whether or not this little pump that the market.
It's about slamming a dead cat against the ground.
There was
Mark.
literally
You
a
You might
news
think it's
story
alive.
that a cat jumped off the 10th floor and landed on its feet. It didn't even break a limb. They always land on their feet. This is fucked up.
Not from so high. But so what we're trying to determine is this a dead cat bounce? Is the market actually dead, or is it going? Or are we going to get back into another bullish market? That's what we're trying to figure out.
This is like
right
the
now.
kitty cannon game.
we got to get back to a bull market.
We got to get back to bullish, and we're meeting some resistance in ETH at about 2,900.
27
Bitcoin
right now.
Yeah, well, it almost got to 29 the other day. A Bitcoin is what you can't get past 42, so we need those. We need to get past that, and then we might be back in the bullish market.
Is it because, Danny, none of us know enough about crypto? Probably are people basically fading it, and as soon as it hits these markers like ETH hitting 3K, Bitcoin hitting 40K, and people are just basically fading it, like I don't think it's going to get back over this, so I'm just dropping all my shit when it hits that point. Is that what's happening, or like it can't be shorted? Basically, it's like you can only buy it or sell it. So
Right. Well, just like with the stocks, you're going to have your support lines and you're going to have your resistance lines of when people are constantly buying in and buying in and buying in.
Sure.
That resistance line, and just like with any normal stock, you can follow these, and set up almost like a Forex trading account. And if you line graph these across, you'll see that true resistance for ETH right now at 29. And if it's bouncing down from 29, I could see it going all the way down back to 22.
Sure.
But once we break through that, if we get above 3,000 on Ether and above, I'd say 41 on Bitcoin, we're going to be pretty good this year. But that means that it's alt season. So hop back into alts and buy some shit coins.
alts have been fucking rebounding better than the big coins. That's for sure. What I've noticed since the crash.
And we're gonna get into that shit.
Let's get into it. What else do you
season's up. Well, I want to talk one more headline. Iran, right? The country without air conditioning, bans Bitcoin mining for 4 whole months because the Iranians in the know were getting so many gains with their mining that they were causing blackouts, power outages across the country of Iran.
Oh, you don't say. This is the same country that accidentally shot down a commercial airplane last year.
It's the same one.
Yeah.
Big mistake. Whoops. I've been saying for years that Iran would be a lot more cooled out and less hostile if they finally got air conditioning, came into 2021. But apparently that's not possible because AC is also a huge drain on the power grid. And if Bitcoin mining is taking it out, air conditioning is not possible. No peace in the Middle East. Total bummer.
I think we should start an altcoin called Iran Airlines or something like that.
Great idea. It's probably
The Ayatollah on the
Now's the time to strike on that coin.
yeah.
Do you think the dead cats bounce over there at all?
I don't know. I don't like that term.
Oh no, they definitely don't bounce in Iran.
It's too sandy. It's softer.
I mean that's tough for them. They're not having luck with the mining. But Elon though, Pat, he's saying that he's met with miners, Bitcoin miners in America now, and he's saying that he's now certain that with the American ingenuity and renewable resources,
Environmentally sound, yeah.
that we could actually mine Bitcoin and it won't kill the world.
Yeah, I think what happened was some guy, a lot of his friends have Bitcoin, and were like, Elon, you're really fucking me up here.
Fuck
with
you,
your
Elon.
Doge shit.
I
So,
think everyone showed Elon all the fuck Elons and shut the fuck up Elon and go fuck yourself Elon coins out there.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The shit coin I got into called Suck Elon's Cock seemed like a great idea before his SNL performance, and now
Right.
no one.
But the thing about Elon is
No one wants to now.
It's you and 3 guys in there.
the thing about Elon is
That Telegram.
Elon has to be loved by regular people. See, somebody was criticizing the news show. They were saying, we're jealous of Jeff Bezos, which sure we are, richest man in the world. But Jeff Bezos is then jealous of Elon Musk, who is then jealous of regular people because he just wants to be like a meme college shit poster. And that's like what he really wants to do in life. So it's like Elon's jealous of regular people. Jeff is jealous of Elon. And then regular people are jealous of Jeff. It's a whole jealousy cycle.
It's the
and that's
whole
how
rock
it works.
stars jealous of the movie star is jealous of
Yeah.
the rock star scenario.
But it's like
Yeah.
it supports
Exactly.
itself, and that's
Yeah.
the crypto / stocks jealousy cycle.
Then they
And
both
that's-
have,
and that's
Human
the news.
centipedes.
Yeah,
and they both have a space company, and we're all paying for both of them. It's like a snake eating its tail. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the news. This next segment, guys, diamond hands, paper hands. We're gonna look at 2 coins, and we're gonna ask the boys if you're gonna diamond hand these guys. Hold on, hold the line, hodl, or if you're gonna paper hand them like Wes, and probably take a loss. So, first coin up, been in the news a lot. Buzzy coin. Safe Moon.
give me a break here.
We thought this thing was going to ride when Barstool Sports president Dave Portnoy, our former boss, went in. I thought it was going to go to the moon. It didn't.
It halved.
It halved. Bad news. I'm deep in Safe Moon. Anyone else in Safe Moon?
Yes,
Yeah.
begrudgingly, regrettably
doing?
so.
I already paper handed mine.
Throw up your hands, guys. If you're diamond handing, throw them up.
I'm diamond because
Will
you can only
Diamond.
hold on at this point.
Mark's diamond. Wes is shaking his head. Danny's
even
shaking his head.
spell.
Okay. Paper hands, boys.
What do you
Guys,
do for paper hands? Like you hold your hands out like
Jazz fingers.
Yeah, the thumb, the cell thumb.
Yeah, take your wallet, not turn it upside down.
Fucking good call on paper handing it a couple weeks ago.
So
but,
what is the term for a coin where when someone sells the some of the coin goes to the rest of the people they're holding? Was it depreciation coin or what's it called?
Redistribution.
Deflationary coin?
redistribution. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a fork of what's called the reflectionary token. So it's truly a reflection.
Reflectionary,
And then people will call it a redistribution or a burn tax or whatever they want to call it.
Which Safe Moon is. And so the reason I'm diamond handing is because like the Highlander, there can be only one and I will be the last owner of Safe Moon.
You will be the last Safe Moon.
I'll be the last owner of Safe
If
Moon.
you own the last Safe Moon coin, you
Yeah.
do have like $1 million, but you're gonna have to wait.
I got
Well, yeah,
nothing but
long
time,
wait.
boys.
Some quick stats. It's got 2.2 million holders. Market cap's 2.9 billion. The current price is 0.0005024. Yeah, deflationary token. So every time someone buys a Safe Moon or sells a Safe Moon, there's a tax. 5% is redistributed to the holders. 5% goes into a locked liquidity pool. Danny, what does that mean exactly?
So that's the one thing that people need to understand about these reflectionary tokens is that just because you take something away and make it more scarce, it doesn't mean it's more valuable. If nobody wanted to buy something in the first place, it's not more valuable because you now have less of it. In these reflectionary tokens, what you should really be worried about and what you should be looking at is the liquidity pool, not the market cap. Okay, they have a $2 billion market cap, but they have a real low liquidity pool compared to it. So if you did your math, their liquidity pool is only about 3% or less of their overall market cap.
What does the liquidity pool mean?
That's the money that value.
The money that they're storing away, socking away with each purchase.
So if you think about like the dollar, used to have a gold standard, right? Used to, before it was based on sand. That's the gold standard. So the more gold that you had, the more dollar is worth. So they're less than 3% of their total liquidity, meaning that even if the token doubles in price, you're only going to gain about a third of what you put in. Right.
They don't got much gold sitting in Fort Knox.
Right.
How does that make you guys feel?
I mean, I think I get it, but
yeah.
What you want to look for?
What do you mean? It's at an all-time low. You got a diamond hand it all the time. I mean,
I'm kind of handcuffed to it. Fuck all you guys.
what's the next coin?
Get in. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We ended up in a fucking terrible coin. It's terrible.
Right.
We're all
That's technically shit coin.
making losses.
It's a DeFi coin, right? Or decentralized coin. Let's talk about a bigger coin that's also a blockchain. Let's talk about Cardano, ADA. So you guys may have remembered Elon when he lost us all $1 trillion, peeled it off the market when he was talking shit about Bitcoin's efficiency from a power perspective. What was hot the next day? Well, if you go on Coinbase, the McDonald's of coin exchanges, and you read the white paper on all these coins to figure out what to throw your money at randomly, Cardano says something like energy efficient, hot word in 2021, and it's a blockchain. It seems to me like it could blow if only for that reason, that it's energy efficient. Danny, what are your thoughts on Cardano?
So Cardano is going to be a lot quicker. They go off of proof of stake instead of proof of work. So Bitcoin is going to have proof of work, meaning that a miner has to go in, they have to run a computer algorithm, solve an equation, and that's how you get the value. Proof of stake means in Cardano's blockchain, you stake your tokens to the blockchain and you receive your token back in return. So you have faster transactions. There's less energy that needs to go because you don't have a bunch of sweatshop mining facilities, I guess, that Elon found. And so it's a lot better coin. Huh? Yeah. Again, the dead cat bounce. I love that term. That's awesome. I just learned that today. Never heard it.
We're gonna bleep that out. Cover that in post. All right. So what are we thinking on this coin?
Well, I'm diamond handed, baby. I'm holding it.
Yeah,
I got in after the Elon tweet. I got 3, 4
diamond hands.
5 diamond hands, boys.
We're all 5 on that. Look, I bought this one. This was one of the few coins that I made it a point to buy during the crash because I think it'll if any of them have a chance to come back strong based on stuff Danny's been saying and what you've been reading, Pat. I think that's one of the ones.
It's at like what $1.50 right now. I read $10 by the end of the year. I'm reading
$1.70 right now.
Yeah.
So $20 by maybe next summer.
They just did a test on their Alonzo too.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond hand for sure on that.
Hell yeah. Well, guys, that's paper hands, diamond hands.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, Safe Moon technically, even though there was 3 diamond hands, it's a paper. I mean, if the diamond hands could have paper handed it at the right price, we would have paper handed it.
If you want one between the two, it's Cardano.
Should have called it paper moon. All right, let's kick it off to our next segment, guys. This is the Tale of the Tokens.
My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children.
All right, so what we got, we're putting together a DeFi death match between our BCS shitcoins, our BSC shitcoins. So shitcoins, if anybody knows, they're going to be your entry level, just brand new, generally a meme token. And we decided to do something fun and give them their moonshot. So these guys are going to battle to the death. There's only going to be one winner, one in, one out. They're facing up against each other. This is the battle of the booty holes, the big bad twerking token versus the newcomer, Little Pink Wink.
Whoa,
So,
that's the first matchup.
Before we get into the
matchup.
stats on these sweet, sweet baby girls and boys. So you said these are shit coins. Danny, when we first started talking crypto, I thought you were scamming me when you told me to go check out a chart on one of the coins, and it was poolcoin.app. That's where I was going to find the data. I said, this is not a good thing. And then I started making gains. It's just the way that it is. You said BSC, right? So can you explain what that is real quick?
Yeah, so that's the Binance Smart Chain. So that's what a lot of these new tokens, the DeFi, the deflationary tokens, Reflection, all these forks, it's a smart contract essentially that you're writing on the Binance Smart Chain. And when you come out, a lot of these are community owned, where the developer is giving up the ownership to the community. They're ran through. So, a meme token is something that you can make big gains on, or, you can have to tell your wife that you're probably not getting dinner tonight.
Like if you bought Safe Moon really high and then just watched it crash.
Favorite type of token, and I'll have some advice on how to make quicker transactions on these type of tokens later.
So SafeMoon is actually on the BSC network, on their deflationary token that you can buy and sell on the Binance Smart Chain. So these guys are essentially one of these two tokens.
It's going to make you a Lambo.
Yeah,
it's just, one of them is.
Hell yeah.
So who's it going to be?
Danny, how many shit coins are you going to pit against each other in this tournament of champions?
So what we're going to do this once a week. We're going to give these guys a chance to get out there, get their names out, and winner takes all. So how we're going to break this down is there's going to be three things that go, and the community's really got to get behind it, because if they don't, it's going to be a big knockout blow to the other token. So you got the community vote, right? You got the overall tokenomics, and the from here to the next week, the token that's going to do better is going to get, and then also between us five, I'll be the tiebreaker if we have a 2-on-2.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we're going to pit these guys. We're going to put this up on our website and let the communities come in and vote. This is kind of like the crypto moonshots that you see on Reddit, but a more one-on-one deathmatch battle. This makes some crypto some fun.
And so these two coins have reached out to us, right? So to get on the show, you kind of have to reach out to us, right? Like if you're in a Telegram, you're watching the show, you get your community involved, reach out to us, and you can be involved in this tournament, right? Like we're gonna have.
Yeah, and if you're backing one of the tokens, get down there in the comment section, let us know which token is better.
Tell your group to vote on it. Yeah, as well.
Danny, run down these piece of shit tokens.
Yeah, so you got right now we're looking at it. You got the 18-day-old, now 19-day-old TWERK token going up against the 3-day-old Pink Wink. Again, battle of the booties. Their contracts are both written on the BSC Smart Chain, and they're the difference in their current prices. TWERK does come out with the lower price, but they have the larger overall allocation of tokens, so there's more room for people to come in. But I think Pink did it right when they went ahead and set a less overall token allocation to give them a higher starting price. I'm looking here, lock liquidity on these guys. You got 536,000 in total liquidity compared to 160,000 compared to Pink Wink, but those guys are both rocking about 10%. That's going to be the important number in this match, because 10% is the number that when that token doubles in price, you double in price. Remember that, guys.
Okay. So if you have 10% lock liquidity, meaning that they're always keeping 10% of the transactions?
So a lot of these reflectionary tokens they'll put towards lock liquidity, or like SafeMoon, they do a manual burn to liquidity token, right? So manually they will add it. The newer tokens with these smart chains that come out, like both of these, they'll have a burn and a swap that's written in the contract. So that no one has to actually manually go in. And so, if somebody gets sick and takes a day off, your token values will continue to rise, unlike the others that do a manual burn. So, that's a big number you want to look at for the lock liquidity, and liquidity is locked. Pink Wink's going to take it on the lock liquidity. They locked theirs for 69 years.
Nice. 69, nice.
69.
Yeah, Danny, I'll be dead by then. So how does that affect me?
What they're just saying essentially is, look, we're going to be in this for the long run. It doesn't matter what happens.
You can sell whenever you want, Pat.
Yeah, you can sell and get in. That means that all the locked liquidity that goes into this token, they can't go in there and manually take it out.
Wow, I see TWERK's only working with 90 days locked in there.
So 90 days, they're going to lock it in for 90, but usually, and I can tell you right now, these guys are going to do a relock about 15 days prior to the lock expiring. That's actually a really good strategy in the event that
that boosts morale. That's another.
Right.
It's a retwork.
Right. They can actually go in there, and so it's saying 15 days when they go to relock, and TWERK, says, "Man, we're doing really well, but we want to really boost our liquidity."
Yeah.
They can manually go in there and put the liquidity in where Pink Wink can't. So it's a plus minus.
Well, let's talk about the Telegram / the logos. I mean, I've been in both Telegrams. The TWERK Telegram is just a bunch of hot chicks twerking.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
Pink Wink seems like, I mean, the logo is a literal anus. So it seems like it's going to be an intense Telegram.
I thought it was a weird vagina.
Yeah, it's whatever you want, I think.
It's a balloon knot.
It looks like a balloon knot, but it also could be a weird vagina. It could be, I think it's a balloon knot, though.
I think you got to turn it sideways.
I think we should
you guys are looking at it wrong.
Yeah. Get some female fighters next time for the female coins.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about that is Pink Wink actually donates a lot of their charity to prostate cancer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Good
why it's
guy.
Pink Wink.
And both, and we know a little bit about both these coins. Both these coins have had huge pumps in their lives, right?
Mhm.
And can we talk
Both
about
of them.
a little bit now that we're talking? We're strictly in the tail of the tokens for the shit coins. Can we talk about what is it very typical that there's always going to be a rally right when a coin launches, and then it's going to settle to like its price where it grows at? Is that always the way it happens? It seems to be.
Yeah, especially if tokens come out with a pre-sale. Okay, that's. I personally am not a guy who jumps into pre-sales. I don't like to ape into them. What happens with the pre-sale is pre-sellers get the token at a lower price than when it goes public, right? So generally, guys, if you see a lot of pre-sales happening one right after the other, you'll see the same guys aping into a pre-sale, dump right on the guys who just bought. So if you want to take my advice, which you shouldn't, this isn't financial advice. If you do, I don't know what I'm talking about. I have no experience in this whatsoever, but yes, do your own research. Once a coin launches, I would wait about 4 to 5 minutes before you really ape into it. All right?
For sure, that is good non-financial advice. But the interesting thing about these tokens, the ones that don't have pre-sales will, I think generally go up the first 4 or 5 minutes. The ones that do go down, like Danny's saying. But these two coins had enormous pumps with massive whales. Not the first day, like post first day, both these coins had incredibly large 10x plus pumps, which is not normal for all shit coins.
TWERK definitely did.
Yes, they did. They pumped for about 6 hours. When I think I got a hold of you guys that night.
They did like a 25x at one point. So if you were in on that,
really
Lambo City.
I'm really something interesting here, which is the influencers down at the bottom, right? So the one thing about shitcoins, right? Everyone's trying to make a moonshot. Everyone's trying to get Lambos. So right now it's the Wild West. Whoever can get the most action on their coin, sometimes that's the coin you can make the most money on. I see that TWERK has Jadakiss, and then friend of my girlfriend's, Abella Danger, the porn star.
Yeah, that's a big one for TWERK coin.
So here's my thing. I've been trying to.
She should have been on Pink Wink.
I know. I've been trying to further foster the relationship between my lady and Abella Danger, and I'm going to use this as an opportunity to do so as soon as we wrap this show.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, you got to get more TWERK coins and show her your wallet.
You could just look at my hand if you want to further your relationship with Abella Danger.
Even if this show fails, you should continue that quest, Pat.
Oh, don't worry, Wes. It's a long play.
Pink Wink, so I just got news though. This wasn't able to be added to the tail of the tape, but Pink Wink is actually in negotiations with their own porn star.
And they do charity.
And they do charity.
Let's vote.
What are you guys gonna do? Who are we taking in this this death match that will be decided next week?
Call on us, Danny. Call on us.
Wes, who we got?
I'm going Pink Wink all the way. I the charity aspect I love, and I just love the logo. And I like the locked liquidity for 69 years.
So we got Pink Wink. What about you, Will?
I like Wes's reasons a lot. Also, the reason I'm going to go with Pink Wink. And then on top of that, I missed the huge TWERK pump. So I feel like I've already missed out. So I'm just going to go Pink Wink. I'm going to cut my losses mentally and I'm just going to go with Pink Wink.
So we got Pink Wink taking the early 2-0 lead. Mark, who do we got?
I don't give a fucking shit about charity, and I'm twerking all day. They're gonna have another 25. Twerk, baby.
All right, and last but not least, Pat, we know where you were leaning earlier. This may...
So okay, for the viewer.
Think about
I don't
yourself.
give a shit about you. I'm going to make money in twerk. Here's the situation. I already lost money in twerk, got in, got out. So I'm kind of committed. Plus,
You're rebounding with twerk.
I want something to talk about with the Bell of
Plus,
Danger,
you're
too.
putting it on Danny. Yeah.
Putting it
Danny.
on me. So I'm going to go ahead and with this one, I'm going to go with Pink Wink. I'm going to go with the underdog in this fight. I'm going to let twerk take it to the ropes and see if they can overcome the judges' pick on this.
Telegram.
Get their community and their telegrams involved. That means you guys got to come to the website. You got to get that vote in, and then you got to back it up in the community, and you got to get those numbers pumping better.
Right.
And if we can see twerk come back.
The winners is now community vote, tokenomics, how you're going to do over this next week, and then also our vote right here. So Pink
And
Wink,
we'll
Pink Wink
recap
out to the lead, but twerk could still win.
Why don't we recap next week? Another way you can do it not only is leaving comments and voting, but actually pump your coin and make money. We'll
That's
look
the
at
idea.
We'll look at the candles next week too, and if you guys did a good job or not.
Yeah. So, and then remember to get in on these DeFi death matches, let's get you guys, send it out to us. You can send it to my Instagram at Rechain CEO, or you can hit me up and
set up a Gmail, my friend. You can email
we have a Gmail?
eatindips@gmail.com.
We're official.
Look at that.
That's it.
All right, boys. That is the tale of the token. Let's move on. Next segment. Lambo Loss. Ooh, you could have had a Lambo.
Lambo Loss.
Oh no!
This
Yeah,
is
tough segment.
This is talking about when you should have sold.
Well, more so
No.
what could have happened if you bought when, and I'm going to let our resident emotional trader Wes take
this is
us
Wes's
through
thing.
Lambo Loss.
This is the keep you up at night segment here. So we're just going to get into a coin that actually Mark Cuban just put his name behind. We're going to talk about Polygon Matic. Now Polygon Matic has had a rise of over 9,000% year to date, but we're not going to go back that far because that's when it was had some decimals in front of it. We're going to go back just a month to April 20th. Almost, just over a month, April 20th, when it was 29 cents. And then we're going to skip ahead to under a month when it was $2.62. You put $5,000 in Matic on April 20th. On May 18th, it was worth $45,000. Have fun sleeping.
Did you have any
close
money
to
in
that,
Polygon?
right?
No,
Did you go in?
I went in and I sold when it went down 2 cents because I'm a little bitch.
So you sold for a loss?
No, I eventually made a little money and I'm holding now. I made some money in the last week, but again, it gets worse. Okay,
But you had
knowing
Doge
that,
too.
yeah, I had Doge. So knowing that it was at one time 262, just this recent crash, it was 74 cents, and it got up to 244 in less than a week. It was in less than a week from 74.
Yeah,
it 3x
really
in a
should
week.
have not got.
Did you get in
Cardano.
at 74?
That one.
No, I got in at like 90 though.
Oh, are you still in?
I'm still in.
Okay.
Still in.
All
I'm
right.
making a little bit of money.
Still
My
in for
money
the
back.
long haul. Yeah, I
You
hear.
learned your lesson.
I hear that XRP was another similar deal. Like when they
Yeah, but they had the
coming
SEC
up, but-
thing. The SEC was bringing a lawsuit or an injunction against them. So Coinbase suspended trading on XRP. And it was just, I got out of it immediately as soon as I heard they were going to suspend trading.
You shouldn't have.
Yeah,
Well,
it's gonna
fuck you,
come
Danny.
back,
Where
right?
were you
Big
6
time.
months ago when I didn't know you?
I wish you guys would have called me then. I've been in XRP since it was about 11 cents. And
XRP is supposed to be the shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
I don't know what
Wes,
it is.
so you would have made what?
it's a contract that helps bank transactions go through quicker.
Okay.
So they just donated a bunch of money to MoneyGram. So if you're in MoneyGram too, stocks.
Oh, a little partnership. Wes, by the way, this segment originated well before the show concept, even because Wes would just text us all these Lambo losses.
All of
like,
his.
Can you believe? Can you believe what I did here?
I'm learning. I'm trying. I'm the worst paper hands. Yeah.
Well, it's because like if you
This
just
is a long time
your
coming,
first
this segment.
instinct is so good, and then you second guessed it.
Yes.
Oh.
and then it's all gone.
Story of my life.
We got to get like like for fat guys, there's like that fridge lock where like they can't get into the fridge at certain hours.
Wes cannot sell for 5 days
Once
after he buys
you got a fridge lock
or a coin.
I need to lose my fucking code.
Yeah, make it Wes proof, so to speak. So if Wes, if you had stayed, how much richer would you be personally?
So it was a 9x from April 20th to May 18th. Now, obviously, you would have had to like gotten out a little bit before the big dip, but and this is a coin that I think you can still get into because with Mark Cuban, who's got behind Doge and we saw it rise, it's something that is going to make Ethereum a lot more playable. So it's something you should probably still get into. And I
just bought some actually about
personally lost 10
34 days ago. Oh yeah,
Nice. So Polygon and XRP, you got a couple of good recommendations. Coming up.
Eat the dip, boys, and yeah, you can check in with us weekly to see what kind of money Wes would have made. It's a lot of fun when you're not Wes.
we need a graph chart.
I feel bad for Wes, but I can't laugh because I'd never ever sell anything.
Right. You're the opposite.
So it's just like all the crashes hit me 100%. So
it's like the three bears. You guys, one's too hot, one's too cold with you two. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome.
I want to be Gainy Locks. Okay, let's move on.
All right, I got a quick trading tip for you guys. We're going to talk slippage. Slippage is the difference between the expected price of a trade and the price at which the trade is executed. You want to have the right slippage before you hit approve or swap and pancake swap or wherever you're swapping, like Uniswap, because if you don't, the transaction won't go through. You'll get an error, and then everyone will be making the gains or buying at the right price or selling at the right price, and you're just looking like an idiot because you didn't have the right slippage. Some easy ways to know the right slippage are if you know the tax in the coin, oftentimes that will match. So if it's like 10% tax, generally 10% slippage will work. Also, sometimes a developer or admin in Telegram will tell you if you ask, or you'll see it on a pinned tweet. Potentially, they'll let you know what the slippage is in the Telegram, or maybe you've traded the coin before, and if you know the slippage of a coin, write it down, remember it, and then preset that slippage before you hit the approve button, because it's all about timing in some of these altcoins. And
so yeah, I see a lot on the boards of people being like, help me, I can't sell.
Yes.
And
it's generally slippage.
Getting rugged. Right.
Yes. So some coins you can sell for 5 to 8 slippage. Some are 10 to 15. Danny, we were talking earlier. Danny brings up a good point. You want to, after you're done the transactions, like if you're trading like BNB to something else, you want to set the slippage back to like 0.1. But when you're trading shit coins, make sure you have the right slippage for your shit coin, or you're going to be in a world of pain.
And also make sure to approve them before you actually go through and try to do the transaction that you sell, because it'll save you some time too.
Yep. So there you go. There's a slippage tip.
Okay. We're going to get into the next segment, last segment of the show. It's called The Future is Ours. As I said at the top of the show, we're new at this crypto stuff. We don't know anything. That's why Danny's here. So once a week, Danny is going to teach us a lesson of how we should trade so that in the future, it'll be ours. You guys ready? Let's go to the future. The future is ours. How did we get here into this future? Will you teach us, leader, about how to make sick gains and have Lambos and eventually a compound in Florida if you're me?
Absolutely. So what you guys need to understand is that none of this is real. None of this money is real. Nothing that you see is real. So how do we turn our money and our crypto into actual dollars? How do we get it out? Once we get it, how do we get it out?
I want it out.
Yeah, get it out and into my bank account.
So what we're going to need to do is you guys are going to need to learn how to use Pancake Swap. You're going to need to know how to add contracts to it. You're going to need to know how to get in and get out of a trade. And you're going to need to know how to turn that back into dollars. So that's the ultimate goal is to teach you guys how to get our money in and back out and make it equal more.
But
Show
Danny,
us, Sensei.
how do you get to Pancake Swap? What app would you download?
So there's a couple different ways. The easiest way, especially if you want to be a a seasoned shitcoin trader is to download the Trust Wallet app and go in through dApps, and you will find in dApps, you'll find the PancakeSwap link there, and all of your tokens that are in your Trust Wallet will show up in PancakeSwap for you.
But Danny, PancakeSwap sounds like a dating service for fatties.
It is.
Okay, Sensei. So I'm on PancakeSwap and I enabled my dApp because Apple iOS doesn't allow programs to be released that have a web browser feature because that would compete with Safari. Now what do I do?
So once you're there, you're going to need to go ahead and open up your Binance Smart Chain BNB. That's what we're going to be trading with on PancakeSwap. Make sure that you have converted your US dollars to Binance Smart Chain BNB. You can buy Binance Smart Chain BNB directly in the Trust Wallet app. Once we get that, we're going to swap to whatever token that we're going to be looking for today. I would say just for learning purposes, we'll go with the token Rebound token. You'll swap in there for Rebound token, set your slippage that a young man named Mark told me about a long time ago, and you'll set your slippage in there to 15%, and you'll do your trade, and voila, we have our money. Now, how do we get it back out?
And when do we get it out? So let's say in the future, I get into a coin and it pumps. Do I stick? Do I dump? What are the fees? What's my percentage that I need to make before it makes sense for me to get out?
You're always going to want to take gains. Always take gains. Every time that I see a token,
I'm not a fucking idiot, Danny. I know you always take. I know that. Okay, but
Danny, how do you always take gains?
yeah.
But Danny, when you were talking about Trust Wallet and PancakeSwap and all of that, there's probably a tutorial that someone spent a lot of time on that we could steal and leave as the top comment on this video.
There is.
We'll do that because I don't think we should do our own tutorial.
No. That's what the great part about the internet is that you can get these things readily available.
Also, buying BNB and Trust Wallet is a royal pain in the dick. So I would suggest Apple Pay or contacting your bank before you try it.
Whoa.
Simplex was a terrible service back in 2021.
All right, well,
Right on. Now
Sorry.
we got our rebound coins. We're headed to the peaks. How do we get home from the peaks?
You're gonna flip that back. You're just going to reverse the original swap that you did. Flip it back into your BNB, and take your BNB and sell it to BUSD, which is the Binance US dollars. At that point, you are now in your standard fiat money. You can send that to any of your other cash out wallets that you have. Unfortunately, PancakeSwap does not have a feature where you can cash out, nor does Trust Wallet. I heard they're not yet. There is projects that were being done back in 2021 that is working on bringing everything together, and we'll talk about those later.
But Danny, what's the difference between Smart Chain and BNB? Because in the tutorials, they don't seem to differentiate, and you had to tell me back in the past, but tell me now in the future.
So Binance Smart Chain is actually not the same blockchain as Binance itself. The Smart Chain is a completely separate blockchain. It's a fork of that. And so the BNB that's on Binance Smart Chain is not the BNB that you get from Binance. You have to be very, very sure that when you're swapping them, that your wallet is full of Smart Chain, not strictly BNB. You'll notice there's a difference at the beginning of your wallet. The BNB will have a BNB at the beginning, and your Smart Chain will begin with an OX.
I must have done something right in the past because look at these Lambo keys.
Man, I'm gonna have to put that in a post.
Yeah, I'll add that in
It's
post.
just creating extra work for me.
Look at all these birds behind me.
Stop it. Stop it.
I somehow could afford Lazy River.
Man,
Two sets of Lambo keys.
it's a Bella Danger.
What are you guys gonna
Thanks, Danny.
Okay. Well, hey guys, this has been the first episode of Eatin Dips. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, stick with us. This is going to be a weekly show. And if you want to make some money or learn about the crypto and altcoin space, this is the place to do it. Learn along with us, grow along with us. Also, we have a daily news podcast. It's every single day. It's called Hard Factor. Check it out as well. Not as crypto heavy, but it's the news you need to know. Thanks for checking us out. Tell a friend. Give us a follow at Eatin Dips everywhere. And let's make some gains, man.
Let's make some gains.